You know, one of the signs of a true handyman is to figure out how something works and then be able to use that same technology in an entirely new application. For example, this gate. I got a spring and I got a latch. Now I know you're thinking, how is he going to use a spring and a latch? Or how did he get so smart? Or why does he walk like that? Well, here's your answer. This rope operates the latch, which I got attached to this end of my eaves trough. I attached the spring way down at the other end of the eaves trough. Now, if you're sitting there baffled, think about something you have to do every year once the leaves fall off all the trees. No, not move to Florida. I'm talking about cleaning out your eaves troughs. Problem up at the lodge this week. The water in Possum Lake is real high and getting higher. It's going up about a foot a day. Mind you, the lodge never looked better with so much of our crap underwater. You know?
Hey, Mr. Green, we found out what's making the lake rise.
There's a big animal infestation problem, Red.
How can animal infestation make the lake go up unless they all have serious bladder problems?
No, they built a big dam across the end of the lake.
That's right. Darn squirrels.
It's beavers.
No, the beavers have the long, narrow tails and the fangs and the big hump on the back. At least they do up at the nuclear plant.
You wouldn't know a beaver if it bit your butt.
I did so.
It's beavers, Mr. Green. They built this big dam so the water can't get out.
Well, then, surely you can just go down there and take the dam apart, can't you?
Well, I suppose I could if I lost my mind, Red. Those are very dangerous animals.
Oh, come on. They don't actually bite, do they?
No, they gnaw. All the pain of biting, but very, very slow.
Well, something's got to be done, that's for sure.
Well, while they're out gathering their trees and their branches during the day, we could break in and take the dam apart without them bothering us.
Well, they might not be in there, Mike. But they hang around. They lurk with their big teeth. Just lurking and waiting for you to make one slip. Then they jump on you and gnaw your face off. But slowly, very slowly.
Come on, Ed. This is Canada's national emblem you're talking about,
Yeah, Canadians are very proud of the beaver.
Yeah. Not that proud. It's only on the nickel.
I'm guessing that any animal we've chosen to represent Canada will let us just walk in there and take its home, as long as we call it free trade.
It's time for the Possum Lodge word game. Today's winner will receive a gift certificate for a free entree at Felicia's Fondue Palace, home of the world's only blindfolded fondue. Felicia's regrets that they are not responsible for any superficial face wounds. Okay, Ed, cover your ears. Red, you have 30 seconds to get Ed Frid here to say this word. Courage. Courage.
Yeah, all right, mister.
And go.
Okay, Ed, this is something that you have that gives you confidence.
An electric cattle prod.
Okay. No. People who do dangerous things without even thinking about the risk have this.
A wild sex life.
No. This is something you call on when you know you should get back on the horse.
Oh, a gentler horse.
Okay, a person who works with large, dangerous animals requires plenty of...
medical attention.
You're almost out of time, Red.
I know. Okay, Ed, if you stick your head inside a lion's mouth, that takes a lot of...
breath mints.
Come on, I'm talking about bravery.
Bravery kills. We don't encourage that.
There we go. There we go.
I'm not a construction worker or a fisherman. I don't live in the basement of an outhouse. I can't bring back your pet goldfish, frog, or hamster. Actually, when I get to him, you wouldn't want him anyway. I operate a state-of-the-art septic removal vehicle, not a honey wagon. I believe an ounce of prevention is worth 3,000 gallons of cure. I work with a snake, not a snake. And Dad, if God had meant for me to be a lawyer, he would have given me more brains and a way better sense of smell. I'm Winston Rothchild III, and I suck suing. Thank you.
If you have kids in your family, they're eventually going to come to you with a toy, wanting you to blow it up, and they mean in a good way. You don't want to be doing that by hand. You could cough up a lung or hyperventilate. You don't want your kids seeing you all dizzy and passing out this far from New Year's. So this time on Handyman Corner, I'm going to show you a quick, easy, effortless way to blow up all these toys. All you need is some rubber hose, an old tent, and a flute. Okay, first thing you gotta do, you gotta make the tent airtight, which is dangerous if you're camping with any of the guys up here. We're not gonna be sleeping in this tent. Okay, I've made my tent airtight by laying on the old tablecloths and raincoats on there, and of course, whatever little gap I had, I just filled up with the handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. Now, to fill up the tent, we're gonna use the magic of the internal combustion engine. See, I'm running the exhaust from the Possum van straight into the tent. That should fill her up in no time. I wouldn't recommend doing this with a tent that you ever plan to use again. Because you sleep a long, long time when you're that exhausted. Okay, that's done. And while I was waiting for the tent to fill up with exhaust, I hooked up an output hose from my tent through this distribution center. Well, I call it a distribution center. The non-handyman type might call that a flute. Then I've run other hoses out of the finger holes into each of my inflatable toys. See? All I have to do is figure out a way to squeeze the exhaust out of the tent through my fluted distribution center, and my work here is done. And to help me squeeze the tent, as we used to say in high school, all I need is a couple of pieces of plywood, lay on top of it as a ramp. I want to talk to all you guys out there who learned your social skills by watching the WWF. I'm betting about now your wife is bugging you to get better manners. Not a big problem. Manners are not very complicated at all. If you want to have good manners, just take something that you want to do fast and do it slow. Or say the exact opposite of what you mean. In other words, lie through your teeth so you don't lose them. But you don't have to do that for long because society dictates the rules of etiquette, and as society changes, so do the rules. Remember how rude you were as a kid? Look at the kids today. They're 10 times worse. Eh? Think how bad it's going to get in 20 years. No matter how rude you are now, if you live long enough, the masses will work their way down to your level. So the next time your wife criticizes you for slurping your soup, you just say, honey, I'm not rude, I'm just ahead of my time. But be polite about it, don't say it out loud. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together.
Who's there, Dalton?
Oh, it's nothing, dear. It's Mike and Red saying hello.
I wish you'd make new friends.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, Dalton, the fish are waiting.
Look, I'm gonna need about 10 minutes. gotta do a little finessing with the ifeway.
You didn't tell her you were going, did you, Dalton?
Look, I was gonna. Just, with a woman like Anne Marie, you really gotta pick your spots.
Same as fishing.
Yeah, we had a guy like that in the slammer, eh? If he didn't like you, he'd stick his fork in your nose. And if he did like you, he'd stick your fork in his nose.
Look, Dalton, if you can't go, just say so.
No, I can go. Just give me 2 minutes.
Dalton, these dishes aren't gonna wash themselves.
Just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Ah, they're so close. It's so nice to see a loving couple like that. My mom never cared where any of my dads were.
Let's go see if we can speed Dalton up a little bit, Mike, huh?
Okay, sure. Who's that?
Well, it looked like Anne Marie, but that woman was smiling.
Okay, let's go. Anne Marie's got a headache. She's gone up to bed. I'm a free man.
Okay, Dalton, whatever you say, huh?
Boy, some people are so gullible, they have no idea what's really going on.
Okay, we've come up with a plan to get rid of the Beaver Dam. It's hard to get close to it, so we're making a raft. We took the top off the ping pong table, duct taping that on a couple of hot water heaters. And we figure that baby will float in about 2 inches of water. We can get right in close and take her apart. We're having a lot of trouble getting volunteers because Ed Fred is going all over town telling everybody that his uncle was attacked by beavers. Well, serves him right, he had a wooden leg.
Red, I got just what you need, huh? Guess what that is?
Bad French perfume, I'd say. Oh, to Stinky Peterson.
No, it's beaver repellent. Boy, you spray this on, you've seen your last beaver.
And your last sunrise, I'm guessing.
Hey, Mr. Green, I got important news. Ooh. French.
Oh, come on. What's going on, Mike?
Oh, okay. You remember that one pontoon on the... Is the right side the port or the starboard?
Starboard.
Okay, you remember that pontoon on the starboard side?
Is that the right or the left?
The left.
No, now you're talking port.
No, just tell us what's wrong with the pontoon.
Oh, it's not a pontoon.
Well, okay, it's a hot water heater, big deal.
No, Buster Hatfield got it at the Port Asbestos Army Navy store. It's not even a hot water heater. It's a torpedo from World War II.
Yeah, I saw that. I wonder why someone had put a warhead on a hot water heater. That maybe it's just a way to speed up a teenager in the shower.
If that torpedo still works, we could send the raft right at the dam and blow the whole thing up with nobody on board.
Oh, yeah, just like that did in that movie.
Oh, yeah, African Queen, Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was Humphrey Bogart? I would have thought African Queen was RuPaul. hey, come on, get away. Gord?
Oh, Red Green.
Gord, you haven't been in touch with me for so long. I just want to make sure everything was okay. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're not just waking up now, are you? When did you go to sleep?
Mid-October.
October?
Yep. Yeah, why? What month is it now?
Well, it's May.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. That stupid alarm clock. I should have been up 2 weeks ago.
Are you telling me you slept all winter, Gord?
Well, I wasn't actually sleeping. I mean, to use the correct technical terminology, I was in hibernation.
Got some breath on you there, Gord. You could probably refinish furniture with that,
Really? Oh! Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry, Red. Embarrassing.
Actually, humans aren't supposed to hibernate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why I kept waking up all the time. I swear I woke up every month. And I kept having these weird recurring dreams. I dreamt that I was lying here in my fire tower, staring up at the ceiling and shivering.
Gord, why don't you come away with me and we'll take you to a doctor? Maybe a whole team of doctors.
I don't know, Red. I've heard about people being treated even though they were perfectly normal.
Well, see, you don't have that risk. And if you like, we can get you a female doctor.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I'd like that very much.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, and I need a complete physical examination. A complete physical examination.
I hear you, Gord, yeah.
Which end of me you think she'll start with?
Depends if you brush your teeth first.
Yes.
Well, you know, the rabbit ears just aren't what they used to be. Actually, they never were what they used to be. Ed tries everything. No, that's not going to work, Ed. I got a better idea. There's something coming, a little treat. I know the young Walter went out to get ourselves a little upgrade in the TV area with a satellite dish. Here he is. Just leave her there. There. No tie-down straps to worry about. Good. And he's got all the cable. We're going to just mount her on top one of our buildings there. Pointing towards the satellite. Then, okay, so Walter's going to go up on the roof, and then we'll toss him up to various parts. And he's an athletic young fella, isn't he? Yeah. We'll see how that goes. All right, well, this is a heavy unit, and up she goes. You know, I think we threw that actually straight up in the air, which is not really... Okay, I got a better idea. You know, the satellite dish has a concave shape. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. So I'm telling Ed just to put the cable down on the one side like that. Yeah, okay, come around here. Come on around. Okay, now ready? Now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then give her. Oh, there we go. Oh, too much. Oh. All right, so we went back inside, and Walter, meanwhile, went and got the cable, and he was hooking up the satellite dish, and he let the cable go, and we didn't realize that he wasn't completely finished. We thought when the cable came in, that meant she was all hooked up, so all we had to do now was attach her, not realizing Walter was actually still working on it, and we were hooking it up to the hydro output on the TV there, and then, oh boy. Careful. Oh. Now I'm getting Walter on the TV. What the heck's that? Oh, man. Hey, look, Ed, it's a fishing show. Yeah. There we go. You can often judge a handyman by the number of empty duct tape rolls he has lying around, especially after a long weekend. The question then is, what do you do with all these cores? Throw them out? Burn them? Just ignore them? Not if you're married. No, the real handyman recycles, and he does it in a way that best suits his needs and his lifestyle. Anybody can have a wine cellar. With these babies, you can have a beer cellar.
You've been letting on you've been a car expert for years.
Yeah, whenever a car was on the fritz, people would rely on you to say something like, sounds like a clotted manifold.
Yeah, or your carburetor's thrown a rocker panel.
Yeah, but now your sister-in-law's in the market for a used car, and she's counting on you to give it the once-over.
But you don't have a clue, do you?
Unless that car's under 10 feet of water or on fire, you're lost.
So here's what you do.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, just stand and listen to the salesman do the work of selling the car.
Keep your mouth shut.
Look like you're doubting every word.
But keep your mouth shut.
For all he knows, you're a Class A mechanic waiting to pounce on every nose puller he can come up with.
Now you got him on the defensive, and that's just where you want him to be.
Now, he may, in fact, suspect you're a complete idiot, but he'll never prove it.
As long as you keep your mouth shut.
And don't thank us.
That's what friends are for.
Well, Operation Dam Busters is well underway. We got Buzz Sherwood to fly over the dam, spray it with beaver repellent. Should have seen them all come stampeding out of there. 50 sets of buck teeth glistening in the sun. Looked like closing time at the computer club. But once they cleared the area there, we just aimed the raft at the dam and started the outboard motor on the back of her.
Well, the raft is still on target, but it's still got a little ways to go.
Okay.
Gee, you know, it sure looks weird going across the lake at full speed with nobody driving it. Just old man Sedgwick water skiing behind it.
What?
Oh, it's okay. He fell. It was pretty hard, though. Yeah, his bathing suit came off over his head.
Wow. That's going to slow down the rescue team, I'll tell you.
Well, that raft should hit pretty soon. Don't you want to go back and watch?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Where is it?
Huh?
Oh, there it is. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
Let me see it.
Oh, just a minute, just a minute. Holy Dinah.
What?
It blew that dam to smithereens.
Let me see that. That's not the dam, that's Moose Thompson's house. There's the dam, and the raft is heading right for it. Gonna be a direct hit.
How do we know the torpedo's still armed?
Well, we don't, so Edgar filled the other hot water heater with dynamite just to be on the safe side.
Oh, okay.
Boys, they're ever getting close. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah, we sure did it. And
Yeah.
hey, we got a bonus. Look at all this extra firewood.
We're gonna need it with that hole in the roof.
Meeting time.
Yeah, you go ahead, Mike. I'll be right down.
Okay.
If my wife is watching, I'll be coming straight home after the meet. I learned a lot this week. Of course, you always learn a lot when you see nature at work. I'm really looking forward to night school. And to the rest of you, thanks for watching. On behalf of myself and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, you keep your stick on the ice.
Okay. Sit down, guys. Everybody
Sit down, everyone.
Sit down.
Have a seat. Go on.
Sit down now. Sit down. All right.
Quando, Omni, Flunkus, Moritati. Sit down. All right, men, bow your heads for the man's prayer. I am a man, but I can change if I have to, I guess. Winston?
Yeah. Men, we have a beaver dam for sale. Some assembly required.